I couldn't see to do anything for myself. I felt lost. I felt useless. I didn't know where to go, what to do.
If we didn't have this place, where we're going to go?
12 programs in the state are on the chopping block as the Oklahoma Department of Human Services looks to shave more than $27 million off its budget, with adult daycare centers and the Advantage Waiver program both in the crosshairs. Both allow seniors to have independent lives in the community and to keep them out of costly nursing homes. Oklahoman reporter Melissa Howe and I took a look at how the two programs work and what could happen if they are cut.
I all of a sudden lost the vision in my right eye as well overnight. If you can imagine what it would be like not being able to see anymore, to me that's one of the worst things that could happen. And I was feeling at my wit's end.
The advantage of the program is we take care of Oklahomans where they want to be served.
Feel like I've got dignity now that I'm able to live in some place that is nice, and they treat me with respect and dignity all the time.
For Karen Robertson and thousands of other seniors, they depend on the Advantage Waiver, which she said helped her when she lost her vision at 60 and had never saved for retirement.
I'm one of the biggest ones that never really saved for retirement because I always thought I'd be able to work.
The reality is people are going to get hurt. Breaks my heart, breaks Director Lake's heart. It's not what we want to do.
Many who support the waiver said that without it, upwards of 11,000 seniors across the state would be forced into nursing homes on a similar Medicaid waiver, which cost taxpayers nearly 4 times as much. But for Brett Coble, board president of the Oklahoma Association of Healthcare Providers, which represent over 200 nursing homes, said that the program has expanded beyond what the state should pay for, and that the community should step in and help those if they do not have the waiver.
I've heard that claim that folks who rely on the Advantage program would need to be in nursing homes but for the Advantage program. Personally, from my perspective, I don't see how that's really a reality. I know the Advantage program has grown exponentially over the last 15 years.
Well, the Advantage Waiver program always was important to the people we served in nursing homes.
It's about a third as much to serve somebody in a home and community-based waiver as in a facility. Many of them probably wouldn't go to an assisted living, they'd probably go into a nursing home.
I have no idea where I'd be. I really don't. In all honesty, I would be probably in a rundown shack somewhere. I have no idea where I'd be. I wouldn't be able to live in a nice facility like this, that's for sure.
Robertson, who oversees the waiver program, along with other programs inside the Aging Services Division of the Oklahoma Department of Human Services, said that the program makes sense for taxpayers.
So often in our society in general, people just default to a nursing home because so many communities have a nursing home. And so many people have thought when it comes to long-term care needs, that is the option.
I would not have the sight that I have now if it weren't for the Advantage program because I couldn't afford to pay $200 and $300 every month when I go to get an injection in my eye.
We spend almost 70 million state dollars on Advantage. So there's really no way to walk around that elephant in the room.
As a state, the financial situation that we're in at this point, we are forced to have these candid conversations. And, you know, I think the claim that program operates from savings on money that would have been spent on nursing home care is not exactly true.
For Karen, the savings have helped her with medications, including chemotherapy shots for her eyes.
I was paying hundreds of dollars in copay with getting the injections in my eye. Now I only pay $4 instead of hundreds.
Karen has had some of her vision restored and said it would have been impossible without the waiver.
I've always supported myself.
The Department of Human Services has not announced specific cuts, but many in the agency hope to have them public before July 1st, which could give seniors only a few months to readjust. But Lance said that any cut will hurt and has cut back staff for years and now can only cut programs.
My hope would be that we have enough informal supports in place to help them make it through the next few months until maybe the soft freeze can be lifted or some other alternative can be put in place and the state opens back up the program.
Because I would be on the street basically, being a panhandler out there trying to. Quietly, it happened. Take me home. So the hardest thing to do is to ask for help because you can't see.
Because when bombs were going off, it caught my ears, and I couldn't listen.
To us, it just seems to make sense to invest a smaller amount to take care of a program that is so beneficial.
The Adult Day program and the funding we're specifically talking about remains really one of the only state-funded programs left in DHS. There's no federal match associated with what we're referencing.
For Glen, who served in the Vietnam War, he said that he would have to sit at home if it were not for the program, and that his wife would have to stop working to help him throughout the day. But it will not just affect his family.
If I have to close centers down or shut down, I have a staff of over 40 people that are going to lose jobs.
But candidly, there will be some centers that close and there will be some families that will be adversely impacted.
They help people.
We are the largest and the oldest in the state. We actually have 4 centers, but with that, 70 or 60% of our census and our population, our participants here are actually either state and or federal funded.
The Daily Living Center in Bethany allows people to take outings to different places throughout the week and provides activities throughout the day, giving them friends and a reason to keep going.
And so often the families involved in that are grateful because it allows them to go to work, to have some form of normalcy while their older adult or individual with a disability is being cared for in one of our 30+ facilities across the state.
How it's going to play out, I don't know. Is it going to be hard conversations? It's going to be tremendously hard conversations. If they completely cut that, I don't know that any adult day service agency can make it through this.
Friendship is probably the best things.
Reporting from the Oklahoma City metro area, this is Melissa Howe and Eric Tapia with the Oklahoman.